ಈಗ ಧಾರವಾಡ ಜಿಲ್ಲಾ ಸಶಸ್ತ್ರ ಮೀಸಲು ಪಡೆಯ ನಮ್ಮ ಹೆಮ್ಮೆಯ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಡ್ನವರಿಂದ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಗೀತೆ. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಎದ್ದು ನಿಲ್ಲೋಣ. ಸುಮಧುರ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಗೀತೆಗಾಗಿ ಧನ್ಯವಾದ. ಈಗ ವೇದಿಕೆಯಲ್ಲಿನ ಗಣ್ಯರಿಂದ ದೀಪ ಪ್ರಜ್ವಲನೆ. ಜ್ಞಾನದ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನದ ಪ್ರಕಾಶ ದಶ ದಿಕ್ಕುಗಳಿಗೂ ಪಸರಿಸಲಿ ಎನ್ನುವ ಆಶಯದೊಂದಿಗೆ ದೀಪ ಪ್ರಜ್ವಲನೆಯ ಕಾರ್ಯ.
We request the dignitaries on the dais to kindly light the lamp as a symbol of wisdom and positivity.
Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada. Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada. आकाशस्याधिपो विष्णुः अग्निश्चैव महेश्वरी वायो सूर्यक्षितेरिषः जीवनस्य गणाधिपः.
ವೇದಿಕೆಯಲ್ಲಿನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಗಣ್ಯರು ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಕೂತ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಗಿ ವಿನಂತಿ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಬಂಧುಗಳೇ. ಶಾಲ್ಮಲೆಯ ತಂಪಿನ ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯ ಸಂಗೀತದ ಇಂಪಿನ ಅತ್ಯುತ್ತಮ ಗುಣಮಟ್ಟದ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣದ ಕಂಪಿನ ವಿದ್ಯಾಕಾಶಿ ಧಾರಾನಗರಿಯೊಳಗ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಬಹು ಅಪರೂಪದ ಸಮಾರಂಭ. ತಾಂತ್ರಿಕ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಕೇಂದ್ರದಲ್ಲಿನ ಪ್ರತಿಷ್ಠಿತ ಧಾರವಾಡದ ಭಾರತೀಯ ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ಆವರಣದೊಳಗ ಮುಖ್ಯ ದ್ವಾರಗಳ ಸಂಕೀರ್ಣ, ಜ್ಞಾನ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲ ಹಾಗೂ ದತ್ತಾಂಶ ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಹಾಗೂ ಕೇಂದ್ರೀಯ ಅಧ್ಯಾಪನ ಭವನದ ಉದ್ಘಾಟನಾ ಸಮಾರಂಭದ ಸವೀಕ್ಷಣಗಳು. ಈ ಅವಿಸ್ಮರಣೀಯ ಕ್ಷಣಗಳಿಗೆ ಸಾಕ್ಷಿಯಾಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದ ತಮಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಆತ್ಮೀಯ ಸ್ವಾಗತ. Now it's time to felicitate the dignitaries on the dais.
अब सर्व मान्यवरों को आदरणीय निदेशक प्रोफेसर वेंकपैया आर देसाई जी द्वारा सम्मानित किया जाएगा.
I kindly request Shri Venkapaya R. Desai to felicitate our Honorable Shri Jagdeep Dhankhar ji. ಭಾರತದ ಸನ್ಮಾನ್ಯ ಉಪರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಪತಿಗಳಾದ ಶ್ರೀ ಜಗದೀಪ್ ಧನ್ಖಡ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ಕಿರು ಸತ್ಕಾರವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ IIT ಧಾರವಾಡದ ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕರಾದ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ವೆಂಕಪಯ್ಯ ಆರ್ ದೇಸಾಯಿ. Now I request Professor Venkapaya R. Desai to present a small token of appreciation to Srimati Dr. Shri Jagdeep Dhankhar. Now I request Professor Venkapaya R. Desai to felicitate our Honorable Governor Shri Thawar Chand Gehlot. I kindly request Shri Venkapaya R. Desai to felicitate Shri Prahlad Joshi, Honorable Minister of Parliamentary Affairs, Coal and Mines, Government of India. Sir will now felicitate Shri Basavaraja Horati, Honorable Chairperson, Karnataka Vidhana Parishattu. ಐಐಟಿಯ ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕರು ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ವೆಂಕಪ್ಪಯ್ಯ ಆರ್ ದೇಸಾಯಿ ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ಉತ್ತರೀಯದಿಂದ ಅಲಂಕೃತರಾಗಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ಭಿನ್ನಹ. ಮಾನ್ಯ ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸಚಿವರಾದ ಶ್ರೀ ಪ್ರಹ್ಲಾದ್ ಜೋಶಿ ಅವರಿಂದ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ವೆಂಕಪ್ಪಯ್ಯ ಆರ್ ದೇಸಾಯಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ. ಆತ್ಮೀಯರೇ, ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ, ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯ, ಸಂಗೀತದ ತವರು ಎನಿಸಿರೋ ಧಾರವಾಡದೊಳಗ ಅರಳಿ ನಿಂತಿರುವಂತಹ ಐಐಟಿ ಧಾರವಾಡ ಇಡೀ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರದ ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನ ವಿದ್ಯಾಕಾಂಕ್ಷಿಗಳನ್ನ, ಸಂಶೋಧನಾ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳನ್ನ ಚುಂಬಕದಂಗ ಸೆಳೆಯುವಂತಹ ಜ್ಞಾನ ವಾರಿಧಿಯ ಸ್ಫೂರ್ತಿಯ ತಾಣ. ಭಾರತದ ಪ್ರಥಮ ಹಸಿರು ಐಐಟಿ ಅಂತ ಪ್ರಸಿದ್ಧಿ ಪಡೆದಿರೋ ಈ ಕೇಂದ್ರ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿರುವಂತಹ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಅಭಿಮಾನದಿಂದ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ. ಈ ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಒಳಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇನು ನೋಡಿ ಬರೋಣ ಈ ಕಿರು ಸಾಕ್ಷ್ಯ ಚಿತ್ರವನ್ನ.
IIT धारवाड़ के मेन गेट कॉम्प्लेक्स, नॉलेज रिसोर्स एंड डेटा सेंटर और सेंट्रल लर्निंग थिएटर के उद्घाटन समारोह में आप सभी का हार्दिक स्वागत। यह अवसर हमारे लिए एक नई शुरुआत का प्रतीक है। चलिए हम IIT धारवाड़ की एक वर्चुअल यात्रा पर चलते हैं।
ಚಿತ್ರವನ್ನ ನೋಡಿ ಬಂದ್ವಿ ಬಂಧುಗಳೇ. ಅಂತಹ ನಿಸರ್ಗ ಸ್ನೇಹಿ IIT ಆವರಣದೊಳಗಿನ ಅನನ್ಯ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಮಿಸಿರುವಂತಹ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೆ ಆದರದ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ಸ್ವಾಗತವನ್ನ ಕೋರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕರಾದ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ವೆಂಕಪ್ಪಯ್ಯ ಆರ್ ದೇಸಾಯಿ.
धन्यवाद और सभी को हमारे सम्माननीय उपराष्ट्रपति जगदीप धनखड़ जी, कर्नाटक के महामहिम राज्यपाल श्री थावरचंद गहलोत जी, केंद्रीय संसदीय व्यवहार कोयला और खनन मंत्री श्री प्रहलाद जोशी जी, डॉक्टर श्रीमती सुदेश धनखड़ जी एवं हमारे कर्नाटक के विधान परिषद के अध्यक्ष श्री बसवराज होरट्टी जी, तो इन सबको हार्दिक स्वागत IIT खड़गपुर IIT धारवाड़ से धारवाड़ का से हार्दिक स्वागत है आप सबको। से हमारे यहाँ अन्य अतिथि अध्यापक एवं विद्यार्थीगण सभी को ये जो है हम हुबली धारवाड़ जो कर्नाटक के एक जुड़वा नगर है जो बेंगलुरु और पुणे के मध्य बिंदु है, तो वहाँ स्थित ये जो है इसमें इस नगर में IIT ले आने में हमारे माननीय प्रहलाद जोशी जी एवं बसवराज होरट्टी जी एवं अन्य नेतृत्व का बहुत बड़ा योगदान है। उसके कारण हम IIT 23 IIT नगरों में सर्वोत्कृष्ट क्लाइमेट वेदर धारवाड़ में है। उसके साथ साथ हमारा एकमेव IIT है जो 2 औद्योगिक क्षेत्रों में स्थापित है। यहाँ बगल वाले 2 ग्राम के नाम पर बेलूर और मम्मीगट्टी, ऐसे वहाँ टाटा मोटर्स, टाटा मेटल, टाटा हिटाची, टाटा मार्कोपोलो, ऐसे उत्कृष्ट जो है औद्योगिक जो है ऐसे ये जो है आज के शुभ अवसर पर हमारा केंद्रीय अध्यापन भवन जहां ये कार्यक्रम हो रहा है, अध्यापन भवन में ये सर्वबृहत जो है 600-650 क्षमता वाली जो प्रेक्षागृह, उसके साथ साथ 300 वाला और एक है, उसके साथ 150 वाला और 12 जो प्रेक्षागृह या लेक्चर हॉल, उपन्यास गृह और 75 और 45 वाला अन्य 12 जो है, ये सब मिलके जो केंद्रीय अध्यापन भवन सेंट्रल लर्निंग थिएटर CLT ऐसे बोला जाता है, उसके साथ साथ नॉलेज रिसोर्स डेटा सेंटर जहां हमारे पुस्तकालय या ग्रंथालय एवं हमारे संगणक केंद्र लाइब्रेरी एवं कंप्यूटर सेंटर वो वहां स्थित है। तो ये सब उसके साथ साथ हमारे जो है दोनों द्वार का परिसर, मुख्य द्वार मेन गेट और हाउसिंग गेट, हमारे हाउसिंग क्वार्टर्स के जो है उसके ये सब का उद्घाटन एवं हमारा छत के ऊपर जो है सौर ऊर्जा निर्माण के लिए जो सोलर रूफ पैनल, रूफटॉप सोलर पैनल्स, उसका शंकुस्थापना इसके लिए हमारे महामहिम उपराष्ट्रपति श्री जगदीश धनखड़ जी उनके अमृत हस्त से हमारे इसको ये कर रहे हैं, इसलिए हम उनके बहुत आभारी है। और उसके साथ साथ दिसंबर यही 2-3 महीने पहले कर्नाटक के राजभवन में विकसित भारत के अंतर्गत प्रधानमंत्री जी के संबोधन में सभी राजभवन में उसका जो पैरेलली टेलीकास्ट हुआ, उसमें हमारे महामहिम राज्यपाल थावरचंद गहलोत जी के सम्मुख में मैंने एक किया। हम इस क्षेत्र को एक अक्षय क्षेत्र, परशुराम बसवेश्वर अक्षय क्षेत्र, जहां देयर विल बी नेट जीरो इन वाटर, एनर्जी एंड वेस्ट, जल, ऊर्जा एवं त्याज्य पदार्थों में हम स्वावलंबी करके जैसे आत्मनिर्भर भारत उसको हम साकार करेंगे अगले 10 वर्ष के अवधि में। ऐसे संकल्प मैंने सबके सामने शेयर किया और उसी संकल्प को मैं दोहराऊंगा और मुझे पूरा विश्वास है कि सभी सहोद्योगी, चाहे अध्यापक या अन्य विद्यार्थीगण, हमारे जो है टेक्निकल जो है स्टाफ, सभी उसके लिए संपूर्ण सहयोग देंगे ऐसे जो। उसके साथ साथ हमारे एक माननीय डॉक्टर सुदेश धनखड़ जी महोदय के बारे में मैं सुन रहा था। आज मुझे पता चला कि उन्होंने ग्राउंड वाटर कंजर्वेशन, अंतर्जल को कैसे संरक्षण करे, वो भी झुंझुनू जैसे राजस्थान के एक जिले में, उसके ऊपर उनका ये जो है पीएचडी प्रबंध किया है। तो ये एक योग्य अवसर है। तो ऐसे उनसे भी हम मार्गदर्शन निश्चित रूप से लेंगे। मैं स्वयं वाटर रिसोर्सेज, जल संसाधन विषय में हूँ। हम सब उनसे भी और ट्रेडिशनल टेक्नोलॉजी जो भी है ये सब करके ये एक विकसित भारत से पहले हम ये जो विकसित ये जो PBAK परशुराम, जिनके माताजी का नाम पर एक शक्तिपीठ यहाँ धारवाड़ के समीप ही सवदत्ती में है, रेणुका यल्लम्मा, और उसके साथ साथ जगत ज्योति बसवेश्वर, ये दोनों का ये जो PB अक्षय क्षेत्र था, सस्टेनेबल रीजन, उसको करने में हम सब निश्चित रूप से सफल होंगे, ऐसे कामना करते हुए मेरे वाणी को विराम दूंगा। धन्यवाद। शुभ दिन।
ಎಲ್ಲರನ್ನೂ ಆದರದಿಂದ ಬರಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ಟ ಐಐಟಿಯ ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕರು ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ವೆಂಕಪ್ಪಯ್ಯ ಆರ್ ದೇಸಾಯಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರೆ, ಸಮಾರಂಭದ ಬಹು ಮಹತ್ವದ ಕ್ಷಣಗಳು ಧಾರವಾಡದ ಪ್ರತಿಷ್ಠಿತ ಭಾರತೀಯ ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ಆವರಣದೊಳಗ ಬಹು ಸುಂದರವಾಗಿ ಸಿದ್ಧವಾಗಿ ನಿಂತಿರೋ ಮುಖ್ಯ ದ್ವಾರಗಳ ಸಂಕೀರ್ಣ, ಜ್ಞಾನ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲ ಹಾಗೂ ದತ್ತಾಂಶ ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಹಾಗೂ ಕೇಂದ್ರೀಯ ಅಧ್ಯಾಪನ ಭವನದ ವಿದ್ಯುಕ್ತ ಉದ್ಘಾಟನೆ ಭಾರತದ ಗೌರವಾನ್ವಿತ ಉಪರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಪತಿಗಳಾದ ಶ್ರೀ ಜಗದೀಪ್ ಧನ್ಖಡ್ ಅವರ ಅಮೃತ ಹಸ್ತದಿಂದ.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great honor that we invite the Honorable Vice President of India for a significant moment. May I request the Honorable Vice President to kindly press the remote button to digitally inaugurate the main gate complex, Jayadwara and Vijayadwara, the Knowledge and Resource and Data Center, and the Central Learning Theatre of IIT Dharwad.
ಐಐಟಿ ಧಾರವಾಡದ ವಿವಿಧ ಕಟ್ಟಡಗಳ ಉದ್ಘಾಟನೆಯನ್ನು ನೆರವೇರಿಸಿರುವ ಭಾರತದ ಗೌರವಾನ್ವಿತ ಉಪರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಪತಿಗಳಾದ ಶ್ರೀ ಜಗದೀಪ್ ಧನ್ಖರ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಜೋರಾದ ಚಪ್ಪಾಳೆಗಳ ಮೂಲಕ ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರೆ, ಭವ್ಯತೆಯಿಂದ ವಿಜೃಂಭಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರೋ ಐಐಟಿ ಧಾರವಾಡದ ಅಂದದ ಆನಂದವನ್ನ ಮನದೊಳಗ ತುಂಬಿಕೊಂಡಿರುವ ಕೇಂದ್ರದ ಮಾನ್ಯ ಸಂಸದೀಯ ವ್ಯವಹಾರಗಳು, ಕಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಲು ಮತ್ತು ಗಣಿ ಖಾತೆಯ ಸಚಿವರಾದ ಶ್ರೀ ಪ್ರಹ್ಲಾದ್ ಜೋಶಿ ಅವರ ಆಹ್ಲಾದದ ನುಡಿಗಳಿಗಾಗಿ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಬರಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ ಶ್ರೀ ಪ್ರಹ್ಲಾದ್ ಜೋಶಿ ಅವರನ್ನ.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಇವತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಗೌರವಾನ್ವಿತ ಉಪರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಪತಿಗಳಾದಂಥ ಶ್ರೀ ಜಗದೀಪ್ ಧನ್ಖರ್ ಅವರು ಕೇಂದ್ರೀಯ ಅಧ್ಯಾಪನ ಭವನದ ಉದ್ಘಾಟನೆಯನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ಘನತೆವೆತ್ತ ರಾಜ್ಯಪಾಲರಾದಂಥ ಶ್ರೀ ತಾವರ್ಚಂದ್ ಗೆಹ್ಲೋಟ್ ಅವರು ಮತ್ತು ಶ್ರೀಮತಿ ಧನ್ಕರ್ ಅವರು ಮತ್ತು ಶ್ರೀಮಾನ್ ಬಸವರಾಜ್ ಹೊರಟ್ಟಿಯವರು ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಮಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಸ್ವಾಗತವನ್ನು ಕೋರ್ತಾ, ಆಗಮಿಸಿರುವಂತಹ ಎಲ್ಲ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿನಿಯರೇ, ಪ್ರಾಧ್ಯಾಪಕ ಬಂಧು ಭಗಿನಿಯರೇ, it is the most happiest occasion because a year back this new building of the IIT, the main building of the IIT, was inaugurated by Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji. So I think this is the latest IIT in the country, and today we have around 16 IITs, 23 IITs in the country. And when we came to power, it was number was very less, and today almost from 7 aims to it is 22 aims and 23 IITs. And all put together, when we took over, it was 7 IITs. Single day, other day, I had also been to Vijayawada. Prime Minister dedicated 5 IITs, 5 aims on the single day. So this is the track record of the present government. So I am so happy that IIT DHARWAD, today we have inaugurated this new building by Shri Jagdeep Dhankhar ji. And Jagdeep, I would like to brief something about Jagdeep Dhankhar ji, because day to day I have interaction with him. One thing I can tell you, he is the treasure of knowledge, especially about international laws, Indian Constitution. He is authority on Dr. Ambedkar and the Constitution. But his journey from the beginning was not so, it was a comfortable journey. Born in 1951, Jagdeep Dhankhar ji, he studied in the middle primary school in a very small place like Kitna, and went to the government middle school from 5 kilometers away from his home village, and that is too, he was in such a difficulty that he was forced to walk 5 kilometers up and down every day, and he completed his middle education. And he joined Chittorgarh Sainik School on merit, completed his BSc graduation from the University of Rajasthan. He was selected for the IIT also, but destiny was altogether different. He joined the LLB of Rajasthan from University of Rajasthan, and he completed it in University in 1979 and started the practice later in the Supreme Court. And I can tell you one thing, he was the youngest senior counsel in the Supreme Court. Just after 10.5 years, he became the senior counsel. I think so far this is the record. Nobody has become the senior counsel in such a short span and also at that young age. And मैं किसी का नाम नहीं लेता हूँ, अच्छा नहीं लगता है, लेकिन आप लोग डेली जो मीडिया में किसी न किसी केस में, किसी न किसी टीवी चैनल से जो बहुत बहुत बड़े वकील का जो नाम सुनते हैं, वो सब वकील के सामने इन्होंने लड़ा है और एक भी केस नहीं हारा है. ये तो इनका ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड, एक भी. What I am speaking, I am very careful. मैं ऐसे ही बात नहीं कर रहा हूं, तो थोड़ा जब पब्लिक भाषण हम देते हैं थोड़ा इधर उधर बात करते हैं, लेकिन what I am telling today, you can check the record. He has practiced almost from the 84, 85, and he has faced many senior lawyers, well-known name of the country in the field of law. Whoever have practicing even today also, he has fought against in court, but he was never defeated. All the cases he has won. It is his track record. And his focused subject on practice are mainly in the field of coal mines and steel, etc. So that's why he is guiding me as the Parliament Affairs Minister also, because he is the chairman of Rajya Sabha. And also he is guiding in the field of coal and mines also, because he was practicing in that. Many disputes, because before we could come to power, our department was full of disputes and agents. Today there is no dispute, there is no single case, and there is no agent. दलाली लोग हमारे जो शास्त्री भवन है, शास्त्री भवन के नजदीक भी नहीं आ सकते हैं। ऐसे एक हमने व्यवस्था माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी के नेतृत्व में करके दिखाया है। तो इसलिए अभी तो व्याज्य तो कम हुआ है, लेकिन जो माननीय धनखर जी का जो अनुभव है, यह अनुभव इसमें भी हमको मार्गदर्शन हमको मिलता रहता है। And also he served as the Governor of Bengal from 2019. And before to that, before serving as the Governor of Bengal, he was Parliamentary Affairs Minister also. He was Parliamentary Affairs Minister and in the Chandrasekhar government. And he comes from a humble family. That's why we all call him as Kisanaputra. Prime Minister also calls him as the Kisanaputra. From Kisanaputra to, he became a renowned lawyer, MLA, MP, and also Parliament Affairs Minister way back in 1989 and 89, and then became the West Bengal Governor. Today, he is in the position of the Vice President, which is the second highest constitutional position in the country. So, हमने माननीय धनखर जी को रिक्वेस्ट किया कि धारवाड़ IIT, it is the youngest IIT in the country, and there are some projects to be inaugurated, and he readily agreed. He said, because I was requesting him from quite some time, as soon as he became Vice President, तो इनका तो और भी एक मैं सर आपके अनुमति से बोलता हूँ, इनका तो नॉमिनेशन जो भरा गया वो मेरे घर में ही भरा गया तो इसीलिए उसी दिन मैंने बोला था। और धनखर साहब वाज रियली काइंड इनफ, ही यूज्ड टू तो एमपीज को मिलने के लिए, सबसे बातचीत करने के लिए, क्योंकि ही वाज अ कैंडिडेट देन, सबसे मिलने के लिए, बातचीत करने के लिए, तो उनको पूछा गया आप कहाँ बैठेंगे, तो मेरे ऊपर उनका इतना प्यार था, उन्होंने बोला आपके घर में ही आके बैठूंगा, सबको आके मुझे उधर ही मिला दो करके। So at that time only I had requested him, sir, as soon as you become the Vice President, you should visit my constituency. He had promised me that, and as it came, IIT DHARWAD gave an opportunity, I requested him, and he immediately agreed. And today he is here. I welcome you, sir. इससे ज़्यादा नहीं बोलता नहीं सर, धारवाड़ के बारे में बोलना है तो it is a center of Hindustani music, sir. From Bhimsen Joshi to Gangubai Hangal to Basavaraj Rajguru to Mallikarjun Mansoor. Many stalwarts in the Hindustani music, they are from this place. And इधर ये भी बोला जाता है धारवाड़ के कण कण में हिंदुस्तानी संगीत का एक लहर दिखता है, ऐसे कहा जाता है, और ये फैक्ट भी है। और डॉक्टर भीमसेन जोशी, भारत रत्न भीमसेन जोशी, was also he studied his initial Sangeeta from from Kundgod in the Dharwad district. So these are the things, and Dharwad Peda is also famous, sir, as you know, and before you could leave here, we will get definitely Dharwad Peda को हम आपको जरूर खिलाएंगे। और इसके साथ ही साथ धारवाड़ जो ज्ञानपीठ प्रशस्ति मिला है, 8 ज्ञानपीठ प्रशस्ति आज तक धारवाड़ कर्नाटक को मिला है, उसमें 5 धारवाड़ में है। ऐसे एक लिटरेरी प्लेस भी ये धारवाड़ है। ऐसे एक बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट प्लेस जो इसके साथ ये एजुकेशन हब भी है। IIT है, IIIT है, लॉ यूनिवर्सिटी है, एक रेगुलर यूनिवर्सिटी है, एग्रीकल्चरल यूनिवर्सिटी है और 2 डीम्ड यूनिवर्सिटी है, एक डेंटल यूनिवर्सिटी है और एक 2 मेडिकल कॉलेज है। उसके अलावा बहुत ही अदर इंस्टीट्यूट्स भी है। ऐसे प्रदेश में आप आए हुए सर, आपको मैं समझता हूँ आपका आशीर्वाद हमें मिलेगा और आगे भी और भी जो डेवलपमेंट धारवाड़ में हमको करना है उसमें आपका आशीर्वाद हमको मिलेगा। इतना ही बताते हुए मेरे वाणी को विराम करता हूँ कि आप सब लोग माननीय धनखर जी को सुनने में उत्सुक है, मैं जानता हूँ, इसलिए बाकी विषयों में मैं अभी जानना नहीं चाहता हूँ, क्योंकि 7-8 महीने पहले आके मैंने इधर एक आपका कॉन्वोकेशन भी मैंने भाषण दिया था, इसलिए मैं ज़्यादा बोलना नहीं चाहता हूँ। फिर से एक बार धनखर साहब और श्रीमती धनखर को मैं तहे दिल से स्वागत करता हूँ। धन्यवाद, नमस्कार।
ಧಾರವಾಡ ಪೇಡೆಯಷ್ಟೇ ಸವಿಯಾದ ನುಡಿಗಳನ್ನು ಹಂಚಿಕೊಂಡ ಮಾನ್ಯ ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸಚಿವರಾದ ಶ್ರೀ ಪ್ರಹ್ಲಾದ ಜೋಶಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲರ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರೆ, ಯುವ ಮನಗಳೊಳಗ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣದ ಹಸಿವನ್ನು ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಸ್ತಾ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಶರದಿಯನ್ನೇ ತೆರೆದಿಟ್ಟಿರೋ ಧಾರವಾಡದ IIT ಇನ್ನಷ್ಟು ಜ್ಞಾನಕೋಶಗಳಿಂದ ಸಮೃದ್ಧಗೊಂಡಿರೋ ಶುಭ ಸಂದರ್ಭ. ಆ ಹೊಸ ಜ್ಞಾನದ ಕೊಠಡಿಗಳು ಮುಖ್ಯ ದ್ವಾರದ ಸಂಕೀರ್ಣವನ್ನು ಸಂತೋಷದಿಂದ ಉದ್ಘಾಟಿಸಿರುವ ವಿದ್ಯಾಕಾಂಕ್ಷಿಗಳ ಕಣ್ಮಣಿ ಭಾರತದ ಗೌರವಾನ್ವಿತ ಉಪರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಪತಿಗಳಾದ ಶ್ರೀ ಜಗದೀಪ್ ಧನ್ಖರ್ ಅವರ ಉತ್ಸಾಹ ತುಂಬೋ ನುಡಿಗಳನ್ನು ಕೇಳೋ ಆಸೆ ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೆ.
मैं आदरणीय भारतीय उपराष्ट्रपति जी को अपने विचार साझा करने के लिए आमंत्रित करती हूँ.
It is with great honor and privilege that we request the Honorable Vice President of India to inspire us with his valuable words on this special occasion.
Can I request those in the last row to come in the front? Last row, please get up and take your seats here. The last row. Yes, the last column, please. Thank you. This will help me connect better. Yes, thank you. And some of you can come in the front also. Let us get closer. Yes. Yes. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you. धारवाड़ से मेरा नाता बहुत पुराना है. I came here as a professional in the Dharwad bench of Karnataka High Court. I therefore know the big change that has taken place in this area. Honorable Governor of Karnataka, Shri Thawarchand Gehlot, a man of great experience, a man of organization, a man of governance, a man of humility, a man of modesty. It was a delightful experience for me when chairman of the council told me that we have a fine governor. This is a big change. Some states can learn from it. Shri Prahlad Joshi, Honorable Minister for Parliamentary Affairs, Coal and Mines, Government of India. Friends, my professional practice was primarily focused in steel, coal and mines. I have connected with his ministry, but not after he became a minister, because I went to West Bengal as governor to be in the service of Honorable Chief Minister of West Bengal, Mamata Banerjee. I have very fond memories about Shri Prahlad Joshi ji. When I was nominated by the political party to be a candidate for the post of vice president, his home became my home. I was at home, at his home. And then I tasted every day Dharwad peda. Every day. Well, that was not to the liking of my wife because my weight was getting added. Then I have deep connect with Karnataka. Honorable Chairman, Council, I have deep connect with Karnataka. I'll tell you why. In Rajya Sabha, I am chairman by virtue of being vice president of the country. When I look right, it is Shri Prahlad Joshi. When I look left, it is Mallikarjun Kharge ji. Kharge ji, a man of great experience, and I know him for this good reason that he was junior in the office of Mr. Shivraj Patil, Judge of the Supreme Court, whom I greatly value for erudition knowledge. He had been Judge of the Supreme Court, also Judge of Rajasthan High Court and Chief Justice. So I have connected with Kharge ji also. Shri Joshi has given me a big challenge. I have not been able to provoke him even once. He's a cool, calm, composed person. But boys and girls, I'm still at it. Someday I will succeed and provoke him. He's extremely thoroughly updated with his work, and I know it because I was elected to Parliament in 1989. I became a member of the Council of Ministers and Parliamentary Affairs. I know Parliamentary Affairs is a tough job. I was a junior minister. He's the senior most. His help to me has been enormous. But his thirst for development of Dharwad is insatiable. His appetite to secure growth of this area is immeasurable. There is hardly an occasion when we did not discuss, particularly about health and education development of this area. I keep on telling him several times, sir, health is fine, education is fine, but also ensure raw material is not exported, value is added here. He is at it. Sri Basavaraj Horati, Honorable Chairman, Karnataka Legislative Council, I am meeting him for the first time. Sir, real interaction is here. A very polite man. He disarms you. But he knows we have common difficulties. He sits in a chair, he faces right and left. I also sit in a chair in Rajya Sabha, face right and left. His captivating smile must be very helpful to him. I will learn a lot from his demeanor. A very simple man, and I would love to be ever in connect with him. Thank you, sir. Your director and chairperson, Board of Governors, Professor Vankapaya R. Desai. I know him from before. I was Governor State of West Bengal and made a trip to IIT Kharagpur. And that was a very, very important trip because alumni of Kharagpur, drawn from all over the world, had come. I hosted them at Raj Bhavan. Some of them had come from US and Europe also, and contributed very hugely as alumni in financial terms also for growth of IIT Kharagpur. He was there. So he is an old friend, if I may say so. Boys and girls, I was amazed when I was introduced to the faculty. I have been to several IITs, IIMs, and that's my job, to connect with young, impressionable minds. Because you are the most vital stakeholders in governance and democracy. You will bring about the change which the nation needs. But look at what you have in IIT Dharwad. IIT Kharagpur, director. Then there is a faculty member from IIT Patna, IIT Mandi, IIT Guwahati, IIT Ropar, IIT Bombay, IIT Delhi, and IIT Kanpur. This convergence of talent in IIT Dharwad will considerably help my young friends, boys and girls. Distinguished members of the faculty, staff, and most important, my dear students, my young friends. I am delighted to be here, and this is the first IIT of Karnataka. It's the youngest IIT. 7-8 years is not much in the life of an institution like IIT. These are institutes of excellence. But when I saw and gathered information, your infrastructure is world class. It is developing incrementally. You have large land area. You have enough potential to grow. And I'm sure in times to come, IIT Dharwad will march up to the top level. It is a matter of time, I have no doubt about it. You already have had 3 batches, if I'm not wrong, of alumni. My appeal to alumni, your number at the moment is small. Structure into an organization. Give back to your IIT. Give back to your IIT in every form and every month. This connect will help the alumni and help the students, boys and girls. I'm sure alumni will take note of it. Friends, before I proceed further, I invite faculty and students of IIT Dharwad to be my guests at New Delhi and visit new building of Indian Parliament. Along with me, cooperation of the Honorable Minister will fructify. Your stay will be very productive, and you will come to know how in a short span of 30 months, in the face of pandemic COVID, what a miracle has been brought about in the shape of new building of Parliament. You will see quick response, and you will get all the information. I will direct my office to be in touch with the director, and I wish to seek a promise from you that you will come in batches, and the first batch would make it in the month of March itself. Am I right? Am I right? And I do hope every student will be in a position to be my guest at New Delhi. Friends, I am also President of Indian Council of World Affairs. It's a global body. People of eminence come to India and they interact with Indian Council of World Affairs, which is in Sapru House. Sapru is a great name, must be known to all of you. I will direct the Director, Indian Council of World Affairs, to come over to IIT Dharwad, have an MOU with you, so that there is a connect. Boys and girls can come to know what is happening all over the globe. Indian Council of World Affairs will be your window to the world. That MOU will be signed within a period of 30 days from today and at IIT Dharwad. Inauguration and foundation stone laying ceremonies in this country are routine. We have seen our Honorable Prime Minister, visionary Prime Minister. He will inaugurate projects and lay the foundation stone. Then he will inaugurate also the projects for which he has laid the foundation stones. I am today privileged and honored to be doing so. Main Gate Complex, Knowledge Resource and Data Center, and Central Learning Theatre, I have inaugurated. They carry a huge potential. They will make available opportunity for you to be innovative, use your talent, and unleash it. It was a delight to lay foundation stone for the rooftop solar panel facility, which would further strengthen green energy ecosystem. Let me tell you, boys and girls, India is the international headquarters of International Solar Alliance. International Solar Alliance came into being at the initiative of our Prime Minister. And only yesterday, a big decision has been taken by the Union government that by 2025, all government buildings on rooftops will have solar panels. This is a big change. Already when we travel to villages, when I go to my village by road, there is hardly an agricultural field that is not taking advantage of solar energy. India's solar power capacity has surged 25 times, and it has reached 72,000 megawatt. Imagine, you are students of a technical institute. You are getting one of the best education. 72,000 megawatt being so generated, so clean, so green, is a great step by Bharat, home to 1/6 of humanity. Friends, you are living in times which are very different than the times I and my generation lived. We had tough challenges. We didn't have opportunities of good education. But for scholarship, I would not have made to Sainik School, Chittorgarh. But you are in a prestigious institution. And look at the scenario around you. What do young minds want these days? They want three things in particular. One, they want equality before law. No democracy is complete unless there is equality before law. If some people think they are more privileged than others, there is no equality before law. If you don't have equality before law, your dignity is compromised. We have suffered far too long that some people thought they were privileged. Some people thought they were above law. Some people thought they were beyond the reach of law. Some people thought, कानून हमारा क्या कर लेगा? And look at what has happened now. Those people are being held accountable. They are learning the hard way that equality before law is a ground reality today. Every young boy and girl must be proud that today equality means we don't have a privileged section of the society. All are equal, all are amenable to law, all are accountable to law, and anyone engaging in transgression of law will be suffering severely and is being made to suffer in these times. Secondly, what do boys and girls need? They don't want corruption to be there. Corruption eats into their merit. They are startled when patronage secures contract, recruitment, and a job. Corruption had been our bane for too long a period. Nothing was possible a few years ago without corruption. Corruption was the only passage to secure a government contract, a government job, or avail an opportunity. Lies and agents infested power corridors. But a big change has come now. Power corridors have been sanitized of all such people who leveraged decision-making extra-legally. These elements have been neutralized, eliminated, which means not favoritism, not patriotism, not nepotism, but only merit and merit alone will dictate outcome of your efforts. Nothing can be more rewarding for young minds that your merit will be rewarded come what more. This is the big change, boys and girls, you are facing. The third big change you are facing today, which is very wholesome for you, is an ecosystem. If you have an idea in your mind, you can unleash your energy. You can exploit your talent and potential to realize your dreams and aspirations. And this is a big thing that is happening. And this is why I'm saying so before boys and girls of a prestigious IIT, that India has made a name for itself in startups. Look at our number of our unicorns. We happen to be number 1 in the world, which means when you will step out of this university, this institute, you will be stepping out in a world where you will have new vistas of opportunities, new vistas to find proper passage for your expertise and talent. That ecosystem was not obtaining earlier. It is there. Boys and girls, what we need more? Avenues. The phenomenal growth in health and education sector in the country has really been remarkable. Talk of your region, your several institutes about which the Honorable Minister has reflected. These make us available high quality education and growth vistas. We are at the moment in the world, boys and girls, focusing on technologies that are known as disruptive technologies. We are amongst few nations in the world who are working on it. Let me put it to you. Quantum computing. We are amongst few countries focusing on it. Government of India already has a quantum computing commission. 6,000 crores have been earmarked. I have inaugurated a center here. You can scratch your brains. Do something significant. This will be remarkable. Green hydrogen mission, 19,000 crores already committed by the government. We are among 6-7 countries in the world to be so engaged. It has potential, boys and girls, before 2030 of 6-7 lakh crore investment and 6-7 lakh jobs. They will go to people like you. You will have to come out of your silos. You will have to think out of the box. You will have to grab new opportunities that are floating around. If you need any certification, look at what global institutions, International Monetary Fund, World Bank, World Economic Forum, they are saying about India. They are saying in categorical terms, India is a nation that is on the rise is unstoppable. India is a favorite destination of investment and opportunity. When it came to our digital penetration, the World Bank president said, what India has done in 6 years, others cannot do, even 4 decades and more. And why not? There are results for us to be proud of. Our digital penetration, our digital transactions, our UPI, which is accepted by several countries. Even last year, our digital transactions happen to be nearly 50% of global transactions. Can you ever imagine? I'm son of a farmer. Only last week it has appeared the direct transfer to farmers, which is a record in the world. More than 3 lakh crores have been given to 11 crore farmers in our country. Boys and girls, what is important is not that the government has given 3 lakh crore rupees. What is significant is that the farmer in the village is prepared to receive that amount directly. And that is on account of historic, epochal banking inclusion that took place. Imagine 10 years ago, more than 500 million people in the country did not have bank accounts. These people were brought into banking mechanism. That has been very helpful to us. All I'm indicating to you, friends, is that we are on a rise in our Amrit Kal, 75th year of our independence and republic, is our Gaurav Kal. Let me take you back only few months. 26 January 2024, 75th Republic Day parade, what did you see? Full explosion of our woman power in army, defense, air force, paramilitary forces. They dominated, the world was stunned. Our woman power has emerged. Roll back in 2023, September 20 and 21, Parliament passed a historic legislation, constitutional provision, and that was 1/3 reservation for women in Lok Sabha and state legislatures. Imagine when it will be fructifying before 2030. 1/3 women will be there in parliament. They will be there in state legislatures. They will be part of policy making. They will be defining our growth trajectory. That's a big change that has come into place. The world is stunned. Look at, never fear failure. Failure is a stepping stone to success. Let me give you a small illustration. I was Governor State of West Bengal. Month was September 2019. Our Chandrayaan 2 was to land at moon little past midnight, around 2 a.m. or more. I had got collected about 500 students, young boys and girls, teenagers, school-going children, to be at South City, Science City at Kolkata. My wife was with me. We all were looking forward to Chandrayaan 2 landing at moon. Chandrayaan 2 reached moon. Could not have soft landing. But for last 1 meter, it was a success. Young boys and girls, teenagers, there was pin drop silence. And then came a reaction from the Prime Minister. We have succeeded, more than 90%, we'll succeed next time. And that next time, boys and girls came on 23rd August 2023. Chandrayaan 3 landed. Chandrayaan 3 landed successfully on the south pole of moon, created history in the world that India became the only nation to achieve this distinction. This has been done. And the force behind that is scientists, both men and women, they did it. So never fear failure. Never keep away from trying merely because there is a possibility of failure. Fear of failure is injustice to you. And solution lies with your thinking only. Boys and girls, the country is in a bit mood. We are progressing in everything. Vikrant, the great warship, which has air fleet also, made by our country. We have frigates made in our country. We have planes, Tejas, made in our country. We have helicopters made in our country. We are a country that is not only making defense equipment, we are exporting it. A situation which is a big change. Look at our ISRO. It has opportunities for all of you. There was a time when on a bicycle, parts of a rocket were being taken. People of my age have seen that photograph. And now ISRO is putting in space satellites of US, UK, Singapore, and other countries. Look at where we are in this country. The world is looking at us. We put their satellites in space because technologically we are sound and we are good value for money. Our mission did not end with moon. We have tried on way to sun, Mars. You must have seen photographs of 4 astronauts only last week. So there is not a single month where we are not proud of what has happened. इसीलिए मैं कहता हूं, भारतीयता हमारी पहचान है. भारतीयता में हमारा अटूट विश्वास होना चाहिए. हम इस महान देश के नागरिक हैं. We must be proud of our exponential, phenomenal growth. पर कुछ चिंता की बातें भी हैं. कुछ लोगों को भारत की यह महान प्रगति हजम नहीं हो रही है. उनकी संख्या कम है. I am pained and disturbed when for petty political gains, anti-national narratives are set afloat, deliberately, by forces inimical to our country within and outside. Let me tell you, boys and girls, we have to believe in our nation. We have to believe in our nationalism. Our commitment to our nation cannot be compromised on any ground whatsoever. We will always keep interest of the nation first. When I find some strange voices coming from some part of the country, I am pained. I appeal to those people. They must search their souls. They must remember there can never be a situation for a Bharatiya not to keep interest of the nation uppermost come what may. And those who are thinking otherwise, they need to be counseled by us. Friends, I do not wish to take more time, but I would surely make reference to what one of the greatest statesmen of the country, founding father of our Indian Constitution by virtue of being chairman of the drafting committee, what he indicated. He indicated to us that we must have only one thing in mind, and I am quoting him, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. What Dr. B.R. Ambedkar said, I quote, "You should be Indian first." I'm quoting Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. I quote, "You should be Indian first, Indian last, and nothing else but Indian," unquote. He says it all. I find some people not believing in this concept. I find it incongruous, an aberration. Let me remind those people, when Dr. B.R. Ambedkar made his last speech in the Constituent Assembly, that was November 25, 1949, and he said, I quote, "What perturbs me greatly is the fact that not only India has once before lost her independence, but she lost it by the infidelity and treachery of some of her own people," unquote. Friends, we cannot afford to countenance that infidelity and treachery from any quarter whatsoever. That has to be neutralized. That is our Rashtra Dharma. That is our constitutional obligation. We must be 24/7 vigilant about the infidelity and treachery of some of our own people, as is spoken by Dr. Ambedkar. Friends, there can be no doubt, to save the motherland for whom thousands have sacrificed, supreme sacrificed, we cannot insult their blood. We cannot insult their supreme contribution. We cannot go against those who sought freedom for us, battled for it. Some of them did it and died without freedom being attained. And therefore, I appeal to all of you, particularly young boys and girls, there will have to be zero accommodation for elements who do not 100% subscribe to nationalism and patriotism. Friends, I need not go much into it, you know it. But we must not allow such narratives that are anti-national, such narratives that go against the very grain of nation. We have to believe in Bharat. We have to believe in our nationalism. We have to be proud of Bharat. We have to be proud of our exponential phenomenal growth. We will live up to the highest sacrifice for making Bharat great. Friends, the entire world is expecting Bharat to reach pinnacle when it celebrates centenary of its independence, 2047. Just a decade ago, we were 11th in global economy. In last 10 years, we have marched ahead of Canada, UK, and France. Currently, we are number 5 largest global economy. In next 2-3 years, we will be ahead of Japan and Germany to be the 3rd largest global economy. We are already 3rd global purchasing power in the world. When the entire world looks to us as a destination of opportunity, a shining star for investment, you are to take a jump after you walk out of this institute. You will have enormous vistas and opportunities. Avail them. I have no doubt in 2047 I may not be around, but you are the most significant stakeholders in governance. You are the foot soldiers that will take our great Bharat at peak in 2047 as a developed nation. You are part of the marathon march that starts from our Amritkal for Viksit Bharat at 2047. I am sure इस हवन के अंदर आप किसी भी आहुति को देने में कमी नहीं रखेंगे. I leave it with a thought, and that thought is, we were number 1 nation in the world centuries ago. We will be number 1 in 2047. Gear up for it. Unlock. The key is with you. Best of luck to all of you. Thank you.
हम सभी को प्रेरित करने के लिए श्री जगदीप धनखड़ जी का धन्यवाद. सभी से विनती है कि कृपया राष्ट्रगान के लिए खड़े हो जाएं.
ಭಾರತೀಯತೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಧರ್ಮ ಅಂತ ಕರೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರುವ ಸನ್ಮಾನ್ಯ ಉಪರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಪತಿಗಳು ಹಾಗೂ ಗಣ್ಯರೆಲ್ಲರ ಉಪಸ್ಥಿತಿ ನಮಗೆ ಅಪರಿಮಿತ ಸಂತೋಷವನ್ನು ನೀಡಿದೆ. ತಮ್ಮ ಅಮೂಲ್ಯ ಸಮಯವನ್ನು ನಮಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಈ ಸಮಾರಂಭವನ್ನು ಯಶಸ್ವಿಗೊಳಿಸಿದ